going to create table tents instead of name badges, but they're a bit blank at the moment, and so you get to create your own. If I was to create my table tent, my name badge, this is what it would look like. It would say TeeJay I. I was not born TeeJay I. I was born Tracey Jane. Tracey Jane grew up being the middle of 3 children. I had an older brother, I had a younger brother. I never quite lived up to the standards of my older brother. My younger brother came along a little bit unexpectedly, so he was special because he was unexpected. And so I got to be the middle one, not quite measuring up, not quite feeling good enough. That very much impacted on my confidence, my self-esteem. Didn't have very much for a very long time, and I could put a brave face on it, a good show, but actually I never felt worthy, I never felt good enough, and being painfully shy holds you back in a lot of things. And so I spent a good chunk of my life settling for less than I could be that in the work that I did or in the relationships that I had, because I didn't deserve any better than that. One day, about 10 years ago, I got sent on a course. They said, let's close the curtains, lie on the floor in the dark, close your eyes and imagine that you're in a meadow. Lift up above that meadow, see the little babbling brook, there it is, and hear the birds singing, you can see the grass waving in the wind, and float out into the future. Go out into the future to any time that you choose and create your future. You can choose what it'll be like, where you'll be, who you'll be with. So I did. In that moment, my life tipped over the floor and left me to pick up the pieces. It was something that I'd been denying for a long time, that I realised, oh my gosh, I need to face this. Maybe it's time that I stopped settling. So that began, oh my gosh, the great adventure that became the last 10 years of my life. And I made lots of changes in my life. I changed my relationship, which was a 10-year marriage. I changed my job, went to another company, and I began to realise that, you know what, I get to choose who I am. I don't have to be that quiet, shy Tracey Jane that felt less than. So I made lots of changes in my life. And then one evening I catch myself, I'm sitting in my armchair, it's about 8 o'clock in the evening, I'm sitting there and I'm feeling sorry for myself, and I've done that every night for 2 weeks. I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling the victim, and I catch myself in that moment and go, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You've made all these amazing changes, you started this fantastic journey, and you're sitting there, tired and miserable in your chair. Is that who you really are? And so I sit there, I ask myself that question, I leap out of my chair, I go running off into the hall. I don't know why I ran into the hall. I just needed to get away from that person that was no longer me, that Tracey Jane. And I go, is that who you really are? What's the truth? The truth is, I'm alive and loving it. I get to dream bigger dreams. That is not who I am. Tracey Jane, I chose to leave her behind. I chose to be TeeJay instead. Because for me, if I had to choose 3 pictures of who I become, this is what they'd be. They'd be a Tigger. Because I was alive and loving it. I have so many big dreams that I want the energy to pack everything that I can into a day, to get up early, bounce through my day with enough energy that I need to get everything done that I need to get done, go to bed late, get up early the next day, bounce through my day. And then I would choose a sunshine, because I believe that we are all energy leaders. It's up to you what sort of energy you choose. You could be a flatline energy, kind of no energy at all really. That's how I used to be. Back in those days, having no confidence, no self-esteem, in order that I didn't feel the disappointment and the hurt and the not good enough, I put a lid on my emotions and I just went into emotional flatline, really, because if you don't feel bad, you don't get to feel good either. So you just fade away into the background. Nobody notices you. You could be that sort of energy leader if you want to. Or you could choose to be a negative energy leader. You know, those people that within 2 minutes of talking to them, it's like emotional liposuction. They get suck all the life out of you, leave you feeling like... Or you could get to be a positive energy leader, that person that walks through the door and immediately go, oh my gosh, who was that? And you want to go and talk to them, and when you talk to them, they leave you feeling uplifted and inspired. They leave you feeling good about yourself. You get to choose which energy leader you become. I know which one I choose. And my third picture would be a smile, because anyone who knows me knows that I've always got a smile. so much so that the minute that I stop smiling, somebody will go, what's the matter, you stop smiling? Yeah. Because when you smile, your brain says, I'm happy, I need to release endorphins. They make you feel good, lower your blood pressure, give you a sense of well-being. If you smile and you didn't really feel like smiling, your brain doesn't know the difference, and it says, I'm smiling, I must be happy, I need to release some endorphins that make you feel good, lower your blood pressure, give you a sense of well-being. Even if you were to just stimulate the little smile muscles, just like that, your brain says, I'm smiling, I better release some endorphins. Makes you feel good, lowers your blood pressure, gives you a sense of well-being. And the amazing thing is that when you smile at somebody, they smile back. They get the gift of releasing some endorphins, lowering their blood pressure, they get a sense of well-being. So why wouldn't you smile? Yeah. So if you had to choose who you were by creating an identity for yourself, who would you choose to be? I'm going to give you some table tents. There's some coloured pens there. You get to choose. Because that's how I got from Tracey Jane to TeeJay.